Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to Shito's Mathematics Coaching Program. At the end of this video, I urge every one of you should kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that bell and subscribe button in order to get my notifications anytime I drop my videos. So today we are going to look at another aspect of what logarithm of number. So today what we are going to be looking at is how we can change the base of what? Change of base of logarithm equation. So you'll be given an equation to solve. You now look at this equation, you see that we are having different bases, which means before you can operate anything on logarithm, definitely the base must be what? The base must be equal before you can use or you can apply the law of what? The law of logarithm. So now how can we change? How can we change logarithm? That is, how can we change the base of logarithm to the base so now we look at how we can change base of what? Of logarithm when we are given an equation to solve and we found that the bases are not equal, that is, they are different. So definitely we have to change everything, all the terms of the equation to be what? To be the same base. So now to do that, so before we can do any problem or we can solve any problem here, so I would like to bring out the formula for what? Change of base. How do we derive it? So let's say we have, let's say we have this, if x equals to log b to base a. Now writing this in logarithm form, this will be automatically a to power x equals to what? Equals to b. A to power x equals to b. So that is what? That is this in what? This one in what? In indices. Now looking at this, we now go from here. Let's say we want to change the base entirely. Initially we have what? We have a to be our base there. So now I want to change the base to what? To base c. To base c. Let's say I want to change it to base c. So how are you going to do? Therefore, from this equation here, that is ax equals to b, you what? You introduce log of what? Of base c to the both sides. So now introducing log of base c to the both side of this equation. So we have what? We have log of ax base what? Base c, because we want to introduce c, equals to log of b to what? To base c. So now, so you can see the left hand side. Let's look at this left hand side. You can see that the power law of what? Of logarithms can be used here because of this power. So now this power can come log and multiply everything, that is ac equals to log b to what? To base c. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So now from here, what do? You see that we can get the value of x here by what? By dividing through by log a to base c. So we have what? We have x to be equals to log b to base c over log a to base c. Can you see that now? We can see that x equals to what? Equals to this. From here, what did we do? We tried to make x the same formula by dividing through by log a to base c. So now this is the formula. This is change of base, what? Change of base formula. Understand? So now you just have to study. You are not cramming. This is the formula. You are not going to cram anything. Are you getting it? You just have to study it and know how it is used. So here, so that if you cram or if you forgot, you just go and do the proofing and you will go. Are you getting what I'm saying? So now, if you have this, you don't need to what? You don't need to cram anything. This is what? Very simple. You just have to what? You have to also study. Are you getting it? You just have to what? You just have to study it. So now, if you look at this one now, so how are you going to do it? You can see something just what? Something just come up. This, that is x, we don't want log b to base a anymore. This is what we want here. Are you getting it? because we want to change this base from A to C. You can see that at the numerator you have log B to base C, and this base will now turn to log number, that is returns to number of log A, which means log A to base C. You can see, you just interchange. Just look at it. If you look at it, you will see that it is very simple. So if you are given any kind of base in an equation to solve, so we'll be able to do it. I get what I'm saying. So this is change of base formula. Change of base formula. This is change of base formula. So now that is how it is derived. How we can do that to get our accurate figure. You understand? So that is it. So now let's say we are given this particular question to solve. They said log of x to base 2, log of x to base 4, log of x to base 16 equals to 7. Can you see? If you look at the bases, you see they are not equal. They are different. So how are you going to do it? Understand? So that is where the idea of change of base comes in. So now the next question for you now is to tell yourself which base are you changing to, because all the threes are not equal, they are different. So now the next thing to do, which base are you changing to? Are you getting it? So you look at the terms of this equation. So you now look at the smallest base. The smallest base there is 2. Definitely you are changing your base. You let all the bases to be in base 2. So to be in base 2, you change what? You change all this what? That what it will only affect the second and the second and the last term, that is second and third terms of this equation, of this expression in the left hand side. So now definitely you are changing 4 to 2 here, you are changing 16 to 2 here. So how are you going to do it? So you now use the idea of the formula we derived earlier to do this, so that we have all the bases, all the terms to be in the same base 2. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So now from here, what are you going to do? We are going to change this to base 2. We change this one also to base 2. So how are you going to do it now? So changing the second and third term to what? To log of what? Log of base what? Base 2. So now to do that, we have log of s base 2. We have log of s base 2 plus log of what? X. Log of s to base 2 over log of 4 to base 2. So that's what we have. Understand? From the formula we derived earlier. That is, if you have log AB, you want to change to C, it will be log BC over, that is this one, then log AC. This is the formula here. So now you can see our C is what? Is 2 here. C is 2. So B, we have X, and A is what? Is 4 here. Are you getting it? Plus, for this one also we have log S base 2 over log what? 16 base 2, which is equal to 7. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Are you following? So now the next thing to do is to try to simplify this one further. If you try to simplify this further, we have log S base 2. We have log S base 2 plus log X base 2. For this one, log 4 base 2, you have what? We have 2, that is log 4 base 2. Automatically, this can be log 2 raised to power 2, which is 4. Yes, will be 2 That is, this power, we multiply everything. We have 2 log 2, 4. I mean, 2 here, 2. Therefore, 2 log 2 base 2, we have what? We have 1. Therefore, automatically, this is what? Log 2 base 2, we have 1. That's 2 times 1, we have what? 2. This one will be 2 plus, same thing here, we have log x to base 2 over log of, okay, let me do it this way, log of 2 raised to power 2, log of what? Log of 16. This thing can be written as 2 raised to power 4 base 2 equals to what? Equals to 7. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So now we go further to simplify this simplify this equation. So from here you can see that we have log s to base 2 plus log x to base 2 over, this one returns to what? Because this 2 will come down, we have 2 log 2 base 2 plus log s base 2 over 4 log what? 2 base 2 equals to 7. So now, saying this, you can see that we have log s base 2 plus this one returns to 2. We have log s base 2 over 2 plus this one returns to 1, this one returns to 1. So what do we have? We have log s base 2 over what? Over 4, which is equals to 7. So now what's the next thing to do? The next thing to do here is to what? Is to make this what? Make this equation be in linear form. Therefore, you want to clear the fraction. You don't want to see the fraction here again. So now the next thing to do here is to multiply through by the LCM of 2 and 4. So the LCM of 2 and 4 is what? Is 4. Definitely multiplying through by what? By 4. So we have this. We have 4 log. We have 4 log x base 2 plus 2 log x base 2 plus log x base 2 equals to 7 times 4. The 7 times 4 will give us what? Will give us 28. Give us 28. Give us 28. So now, what's the next thing to do? The next thing to do, you see that we have transformed all of these terms to what? To be in base what? In base 2. That's where we are going. So now, from here now, you can now have, because we have 4 log s base 2, 2 log s base 2 plus log s. You can see that they are like terms, therefore you can add them, they can be added. So now, so from here, 4 plus 2 plus 1, we have what? We have 7 log s base 2 equals to 28. So now, what are you going to do here? You are trying to make x the subject formula. You are looking for the value of x. So what is the next thing to do? The next thing to do here is to divide both sides by what? By 7. So dividing both sides by 7, what do we have? We have log x base 2 to be equals to 28 over what? 28 over 7. 28 over 7. So now, from here, 28 over 7 gives what? Gives 4. Gives 4. 28 over 7 gives 4. So now, automatically it means log x base 2 equals to 4. So from here, we don't need to disturb ourselves more because our problem is what? Is nearly what? Is nearly solved. It's nearly solved. We're almost done with our solution here. So now what's the next thing to do? You consider this is what? This is in log form. Just try to write this one in index form, that is in indices form now. To change this one to indices form, therefore, this, you can see that is from here, will be 2, that is, to be 2 raised to power 4 equals to what? X. That's what we call what? From the definition of what? Of logarithm. That is, the log of number is the what? Is the base to which, is the power to which the base is raised to give what? To give the number. So from here, this has been transformed in indices form as this. So now what's the next thing to do? The next thing to do, you can see s will automatically 2 raised to the power 4, 16. Therefore, s equals to 16 is our solution here. You can see how simple the equation is, as in the problem is. The only problem here is just to know how you can transform your base from one particular number to another. So that's the main problem here. If you can do that, so the next thing to do is to use the application, the knowledge of the laws of logarithm that we have done, as in that I've mentioned earlier. So then you apply it. Without that, without knowing without knowing how you can change from one base to another base, I getting it. So that we will be having problem here. So the only problem is just that, and we just unleash this to us now. So please and please, this is where we are going to stop today. I hope everyone gets, as in I hope everyone understood very well. And if you don't understand, or you have any problem, or you have any question to ask, you kindly hit on the comment box and ask any question of your choice, and I promise you I will do the needful to that. So now, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and at the same time hit the bell right with the subscription button in order to get the notifications anytime I drop my video. This is where we are going to stop today. I say that once again. So I wish you good day and wonderful day. Take good care of yourself. So I remain my humble self, Shitsu.